We're going to explode more. Okay.
What car did you pull in Jumanji?
All of them.
No! Then we're gonna have spiders and monkeys and The Rock. Okay.
You had to throw in the rock.
Somebody did. He's sexy.
True. Yeah. I apologize for it. I'm not sorry.
I'm not apologizing at all.
It's fine. It's so fucking entertaining.
All right. Just joke. Hey. You look neglected. I'm sorry. What are you doing all backwards? Well, you always were. This is what I should have at home. What am I supposed to do with this? I hope you're cool. You look sketchy. Espresso. For all you boys and girls out there that don't know, coffee goes in the fridge. Why? Keeps it fresh. Fucking not going to. Sex. Irony. Laughing in the dark.
You go free. Pick the wrong door, and there he'll be. Yeah, he gave me the gun.
Find it. When you don't need anyone else. Yeah. Like that. Fuck it. Did not expect to see you.
I told you, right?
Yeah. What's up, man? You scared me a bit. New sponge. Old shitty sponge.
The tale of laughing in the dark.
I love Neutral Milk Hotel. I've always wanted to own Aeroplane Over the Sea on vinyl.
Yeah.
Same. Well, clearly, yeah. Like, what you're doing is good. I mean, like, having the ability to contact us, to sign up for our newsletter, to see what we've done with our events, to know our hours, to see our artists, to just get a gist of who we are, and where we're going is pretty much what websites are for. In the calendar, that makes sense. It's another tool for advertising what we're doing and when.
Mm.
I mean, that's what I would want a website to do. I mean,
Do you want to sell tickets?
that gets hairy.
It does. That's one of the reasons I was checking.
Could you do that to where it connects to the Cash App? Like, that wouldn't be horrible. Or I guess you would just use our bank. I know when I had the Fricks Review website, we connected it to MailChimp.
Well, I can do it if that's something that you're, or I can look into it if that's something that you're wanting to look into. But I have not yet added any kind of a financial thing to a website, so I would have to do some research before I could get there. But I'm trying to figure out like where you actually want it to end up. Like.
It's not a bad idea. Pre-sale tickets have always worked well for me with my bigger shows, and people that impulsively buy a ticket a week in advance now have the monetary obligation to actually show up. So I feel like you do well with that. Yeah, I think that's something we could look into. I don't know how we do that, but if you want to look into that, I don't think it's a bad idea.
All right, then I would obviously put that on the events page, and promotional materials, of course. You might start once I've gotten the website up. You might start putting your flyers on the main page, or
I would like that. That's something that Bree would need more than me, because luckily we're being able to delegate a little. So it's like Bree's social person, you're tech person, Maggie's money person, I'm whatever else.
Well, you're the artist. You're.
No, I wish I had time to paint that today. Do you have any idea how much I love to come in, do my little morning routine of like watering flowers, taking out the garbage, sweeping up, and then like turning shit on, and then painting while I'm waiting for people to walk in?
Well, that's
Oh my
another part of
God.
this that I'm actually trying to help with as well, because part of the point of the website is to stop you from having to do a whole bunch of the legwork. Like you don't necessarily, like if somebody comes to you now and says that they want to apply, you can hear what they have to say, but if you're busy or if you want some time to yourself, you can just direct them to go and put in an application and you'll look at it in your own time,
Yeah, that would be sick.
And similarly for events, it's also kind of a kiss-off if you don't really want to talk to someone about an event, or you don't have the time to deal with it right then, or the bandwidth, but in a good way, like as in to save everybody time and to actually give people an opportunity that you're not really prepared to give them right at the moment, so.
Yeah.
So, but all of these are mostly just basic. I should also discuss a little bit about my own plans here. So, the website is free, the maintenance is free for the first year. After that, I would start charging maintenance. By then, you might even be able to do the stuff yourself.
So this isn't an artist that's in here, this is one of my best friends. But I thought we could sit these in here if you read this. It is just what we are about, if you want to take it.
Just kind of put them at the front register.
Yeah, and somebody can grab it. It's a good read. It's a good read.
I'm gonna be honest with you, mine is really high right now, so
Yeah.
I can't. But if you leave it right here,
Yeah,
I want to
here,
read
leave
that.
one and I'll put the rest
Yeah.
of it. I think you'll enjoy what it says.
Thank you.
And I'm offering like the artist profiles and everything because I need the site to look good. It's supposed to be my portfolio and such, part of, so I want you to have a good, responsive, site so that to show my work and such. But I was looking into how I would normally get paid in such a situation, and it's considered promotion. So like negotiating, percentage of events is quite common for web development. And I would, in the future, after May 1st, and speculatively, but at some point I would start charging a fee to create an artist profile, and then presumably there's maintenance fees for the website and there's maintenance fees for the profiles. But if we had a partnership by that time and I was part of the company or something, then the maintenance fees or the for both the profiles and for the website would probably already be covered by paying me,
Those are Maggie questions.
No, I know. I'm just talking.
I
about
think
it.
that's fine. I think that's more than reasonable to get paid for your work, just like it's more than reasonable that Bree and myself and Maggie get paid for our work. I do know that you understand. But right now it's none of us are getting paid.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
And I can't just tell everybody we'll do it because you want to be part of the collaborative. But I mean, like, eventually we'd all like to get paid. So I would talk to Maggie.
Yeah, I mean, I plan to talk to
about
her
what you would expect when you want to start. If you are looking for a percentage of our company, I'm not opposed, and I feel like if you told her that, she'd be more willing, because it's right now it's 60-40, and as long as I maintain majority share, I'm happy. Just because I never want to get kicked out of my own company.
Oh yeah, of course. Now, now, as far as taking over any promotions or anything, obviously I'm a bit full right now.
Well, that's a Bree thing.
Yeah, I understand.
So really, if she knew how to do that and write up those profiles and add that to the website, you'd be fine. You would just do general maintenance. And if we had tech problems, which I think you know by now that we have plenty of tech problems. So like, I mean, yeah, it's not like, I mean, I definitely think you're going to be a useful person, a useful position going forward pretty much forever, just like Bree will and everybody else.
And I kind of have another artist for you. Me.
Okay.
I'm not actually, or wouldn't have called myself an artist or anything, but the fact is that this is you have a pretty broad group of people here, you know, and the profile that I'm doing for everybody is kind of a small version of the portfolio I'm doing for me, so I could use the exposure myself, and in addition to that, I would love at some point to do AI and gaming and stuff, but along the way I was also interested in doing like scientific presentations, which in an artistic manner, you know, so whenever whenever you go to YouTube and they show like, this is how hydrostatics works, or this is how electromagnetics works, and like they've got animations that show you things and such, you know. So.
I would love to have that here.
That being said, regardless of whatever else I do, the website work is going to be monopolizing my time for probably the next month or two. Not just you, but I have to work on Janet, and I have my third free client, Two Crafty Ravens. I spoke to them.
Yeah, what'd they say? Can you bring them to the table?
Bringing them to the table isn't always difficult. Jennifer said that they've had huge problems recently. Cliff was injured and was out of work for like a month, and then Jennifer had to go take care of her sick mother, and then she died, and she was out of work for a long time as well, so they were suffering financially. As well as health-wise.
Yeah.
And then, but because her mother passed, they're about to come into a small amount of money, so things should relax a little bit soon, But right now things are so tight that she's just stressed and can't really focus on anything else. I'm going to start work on their website, or I'm going to actually have a meeting with her about beginning work on her website after the 20th. The event's on the 20th. Which that's right after I put yours up, so it should be getting something off my plate for a minute.
The website's going up on the 20th?
The 19th maybe, but yeah, I'm trying to aim for that Friday.
Yeah, that's awesome. You kind of lost me though. I kind of lost our train of thought. Where were we?
Mostly I was just talking about me, and then we were talking about Two Crafty Ravens. Two Crafty Ravens is my third free client, so that's why I was saying I was tied up in the website business part of it for a little while. But also, just to say yay for a milestone, since I now have my third free client, I can start charging for clients.
Well, I mean, clearly, if you had a space here, we wouldn't charge you.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, it would be really out of character for you to be able to charge me, because if I wanted to use any of the space here, I would use the television and the Chromecast that I brought. So
you wouldn't want like a wall space.
No, I would need a digital space. I can't because all of what I was telling you that my artwork would be, all of that is on the computer. It's computer modeling.
Well, I do have this. I do throw the YouTube channel up there,
Mhm.
but I don't see any reason why we couldn't cycle that through.
No, that's what I was saying. Is if I wanted to actually do a space, you can accommodate that. That's one of the
Absolutely.
reasons. That's one of the reasons that I was even considering it. Like I never would have considered the idea of maybe joining Collaborative as an artist, except I could actually be an artist.
Accommodate.
And,
Yeah, that's cool.
so-
Yeah, we get a busy week. Like you're doing great work with website. We finally had this up. I have to get with some people about game night tomorrow because I know we're set up for video games. I think I'm going to bring my Wii.
Mhm.
You know, but I have to see about the guy that's doing D&D and his another personal board game. We have somebody bringing an A-frame tomorrow. You know what those are? Like the little A-frame signs to go on the street. That's amazing because
Yes.
I don't think that we have any street exposure. So that's
Not really.
That's
no.
like a big thing that I'm working on this week is like trying to get street exposure. So we got to go ahead
By the way,
to
what?
paint.
Is the
on,
door open?
Really? What?
The door open because it locks on its own or something?
Yep.
Can we have it just set to be unlocked?
Nope.
I mean, obviously not like all the time or anything. I meant during
Not
business
that I'm
hours.
aware of. No.
Okay. All right. Because it just seems a little like it takes up space. It's in the way. It obstructs the sidewalk. But it also, in one way, that stops people and says, "Hey, look at us!" You know. So it's a good thing to do. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's no way to do that. But we do have key codes for everybody, but during business hours, it's the only way I know of to keep it open.
I know, and we have to have it open. I mean, people need to be able to come in.
Mm.
There's no like doorbell or anything.
Right, so what I was saying is that I'm gonna get that A-frame, and we're gonna try to get a few artists to paint the entire stairwell in bright yellows, blues, greens, like these really warm, inviting colors.
Okay, so you're doing a mural.
Inside in the stairwell, and that can start as early as tomorrow. We don't have to even get that okayed. It's just I have to find people that want to do it
Nice.
and when they can be here. We do have to get outside okayed, and I'm trying to get Emily Moss to work on the design for that sometime this week. And then we have a printer coming in on Saturday, and I want to put a banner that says City Lights and put it on the back deck. So when you're sitting on the tables at Radio Room, you can see fucking City Lights. Please come the fuck up, because like I'm really trying to work on our exposure. That's what's gonna sink us if we don't, because like now we have a fucking TikTok, Instagram person, and now we've got flyers, and now we just need signage.
I should get those links.
And I strongly feel about this, that we need to get more flyers printed where they're like hours and general shit. Maybe like an all-around flyer that's just like, hey, these are our hours, but we're also doing movie nights and this stuff and this shit today, this week. And then print that, and then ride up and down the Swamp Rabbit, because rich people go to the Swamp Rabbit too, so do artsy people, so it's like definitely our market. And just be like dropping off flyers all up and down in Unity Park, like all through Unity Park and the Swamp Rabbit Trail. I just need to find somebody who wants to cycle with me.
Integration is important too. Once the website is up, your Facebook should say the right website. And
Does it now?
Well, you said it didn't.
Oh fuck, you're probably right.
And the website will link back to the Facebook, and we'll go to Instagram and TikTok and such. You know, so.
Fuck, you're right. I think you are right.
Well,
now
it doesn't really matter right now if it's not on there. I mean, like until I put the calendar on there, your website only was at best a flyer. It said we exist. You know, it didn't have an address or any information on it.
well, my personal Facebook has to kind of be it. Like it promotes for my personal studio and for this. It's chastity. But no, I think you're right.
One thing you might take a note of that you could do for me that would be really helpful, some actual pictures from the gallery itself, like when we did opening night or something.
I got some debris, but did you not get any?
No.
I've got all this. Did you get a flash drive?
Do I have one?
Yes.
No. Where is it at? It's on your computer?
Yeah, it's right here. This was all from that photographer that was running around.
Yeah, I don't have any way to like take it home.
My mom called me for these rats. It
Oh,
like
shit.
rolls. I was like, because another one was claimed, and there's one more that's like that. Two. That's pretty.
That's pretty
Yeah, I'm
cool.
gonna try to do this farm.
Where are they?
Dude, they have like all these rats.
Oh, because they're emptying that shit out.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my
I'm about to fucking take this entire thing down and put it back up again.
You suddenly remembered how to break the spell you put on me. I told you. I don't know how. Then stop studying. I don't get it. Where does she get all that energy?
Your face looks. Your face looks so good.
I have to investigate. Oh.